On the line with me right now, Rob Cavestany from Death Angel. Rob, thanks for taking the time today.
Hey Mal, thanks for having me.
No problems at all. Now, I spoke to you a couple of years ago, actually, May 2016, just when The Evil Divide was coming out. How did that album go for you?
That's right. And album's gone well for us. It's been a great ride since this album came out. So, great playing the songs live, well received album, and it's just right on course as far as I'm concerned. This album's actually still pretty fresh for us. We're still excited playing the songs off this album live.
Excellent. How did the tour go for that? Where did you go? Who'd you play with? Tell us all about it.
Let's see. Our most recent tour was in November and December of last year in Europe with Testament and Annihilator. So that was a great month. Yeah, it was a great lineup. Really, really killer shows. Packed houses every night. Amazing. Before that, we were in Europe in the summer. We did a lot of festivals out there and some club shows in between. We headlined most of that tour. It was brilliant. It was awesome. Let's see. Before that was we did North America with Devil Driver, and and previous to that we did like 9 weeks in North America with Slayer.
Oh,
and yeah, so not too bad.
Yeah, you might have heard me say "fuck off." I mean, all these tours that we see overseas, this band playing with that band, and we think "fuck off," and then we see all these big festivals, and we see 2-3 days of all these bands, and we think, man. Now, a follow-up album. Now, I've read somewhere that you were reported as saying that this year you're going to be spending most of the time getting the new album ready and not touring extensively. But you are going to be touring soon. We'll get to that in a minute. How's the new album coming?
It's just in the very embryonic stages. We literally just started up. I just started getting into some serious writing over the last, not even 2 weeks. So, had to take a little bit of a break after all the touring from last year, there are Christmas shows that we do here in San Francisco. So when we came home from Europe, we had to instantly, within a week, we had to switch our entire setup and deal with these Christmas shows, which is a pretty major event for us. We do these annually in San Francisco, a couple nights around Christmas time, and we do a completely different kind of sets and special songs and all this stuff. So it's kind of a lot of work for the 2 nights that we did. So after all that, we just had to clear the mind for a minute, take care of other things at home, and now we're getting into the writing for the next album. So basically, I've got songs that I've written that these other guys haven't even heard yet. I've just been working on these songs for the last couple of weeks, so it started getting into the thick of things. And yeah, I actually have written more than I thought I would within the last 10 days or so. So kind of on a roll here. It's going good.
Now, this May, a few months away now, but you're touring Australia with the mighty Sepultura. That will be exciting.
Very exciting. Very. And so, yeah, I mean, I said we were going to be writing a lot this year and not touring extensively, but so for us that means extensively is like our normal. So we're constantly touring. So one would think that means we're not touring, but yes, of course we will still be doing shows. It's just that, not the entire year through. We need some time to work on new music, but yeah, coming out that way with Sepultura, it's going to be friggin' amazing, man. Every time we play with those guys, we have a real good chemistry together, and the music complements each other well in the night. So I think it's going to be a really good time, and we don't get to come to Australia as often as we'd like to. So it's been a while. We're very, very excited. We also have New Zealand that we've never been to, so that's a special thing for us because it's an absolutely new territory to play, and And also we have some Southeast Asia dates that are getting booked around that time. We're doing the Pulp Summer Slam Festival in the Philippines.
Oh,
And
excellent.
yeah, so some other things there. So that run will turn into like probably about a month long of a run down there. And then we have Europe. We have some festivals happening in the beginning and at the end of June. So I really kind of hope we don't get some really good offers of touring in some way, because we kind of don't like to stay. But that's gonna make the writing more challenging, because we keep stopping and playing live and stuff. But such is the nature of the beast in this job.
Yeah, make hay while the sun shines.
Mm-hmm. Strike while the iron.
Exactly right. How is the lineup of the band these days? Is it the same one that's been for about 6-7 years now?
It has same lineup since
Excellent.
Retribution, and getting tighter and tighter, and
Excellent.
really solid team, man.
Excellent.
We actually like each other. Especially when we're taking a break for now. So yeah, it's quite fun. It's kind of an interesting part of the phase of our existence in this music world right now to talk about, because I'm just getting deep into writing, really. So it's not like we're promoting a new album or doing it. I'm kind of in hermit mode, where I just lock myself up in my studio for 8 to 12 hours a day and just come out of there just spun out of my mind, because I've just been focusing so hard into this weird headspace, which is known as creativity. At least for me now. So I just I just go in the laboratory and then come out wiped out at the end of the day, or the wee hours of the morning. Before I crawled out of my studio at 6 a.m. So and then the night before, it was the super blue blood moon, which of all things, the last time that I saw the blood moon is when we were in Australia the last time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we had it here obviously the other night too, but it was the lamest red moon ever, because we had cloud cover, so it was absolutely shit. So
Really good when we were in Australia the last time we were there. I saw it by accident. It was happening that night, and it was this first night we arrived in Australia. We went to our hotel, straight from the flight, and everyone's exhausted and delirious. And at one point, I just looked up in the sky and just saw this red moon, and I'm like, I didn't even realize it was the night for it, so it tripped me out. Is that what the moon looks like in Australia? Oh shit, man, it's amazing, And then like half an hour later, I looked up and it was back to normal, and I was like, was I fucking hallucinating? What was that? And I came to realize it later, so it was unforgettable. So the blood moon reminds me of Australia.
Excellent. That is so good. Right, Rob from Death Angel, absolutely fantastic speaking to you again today, and looking forward to seeing you in May here in Adelaide at the Gov with Sepultura. Thanks for taking your time out of your day to talk to me today.
Well, I second that emotion. Thank you so much, Mal. Thanks for having me, and we can't wait to see you guys soon.